Welcome to our Devos. We are talking this week about how to surrender. We had a message on surrender to finish off this series, Who Do You Trust? And when we look at this how to surrender, we need instructions because we don't know what this looks like. And it's so important scripturally that we can often glean how to do it, not just by reading some do this, don't do this, but by looking at the example set forth by Jesus. And Jesus does give an explicit statement about what this might look like. And what he implies is that surrender is daily self-denial. Surrender is daily self-denial. In Luke chapter 9, verse 23, when he's calling people to follow him, he says, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. He doesn't say that surrender is passive. We think of passive. Well, I'm surrendered to God. I'm going to lay here and play video games and wait for God to do something. No, surrender is an active, willful self-denial. That I am saying that I am going to relinquish control of my agenda, my plans, my desires, for the sake of the joy of surrendering to Him. It is your ability to believe that His plan is better than yours. And Jesus modeled this in a supernatural way. Jesus exemplifies surrender because of how closely he walked with the Father, how deeply connected to the Father he was, how even, as we talked about this weekend at the Garden of Gethsemane, how Jesus is praying that I don't like the way this plan is shaping up, but I trust you. And we see this ultimate surrender where he gives himself over, a surrender that he gives himself over to the people that will betray him and torture him is the way that he gave himself over to the Father and his will. So this daily self-denial, if you are constantly finding that the voice of God always lines up with your own internal desires and voice, there's a very good chance you're not following God. There's a very good chance that you have slipped into the throne. And you are following your own willful desires, your own plans, your own thoughts. And it's not good. It doesn't lead us well. But if daily there's opportunities to go, I should be giving, and I'm going to give, but this is hard right now. This is a sacrifice. That's probably the Lord. If you're like, I should not react to this person this way. I should instead forgive them. That's probably the Lord. That's a daily self-denial. Oh, this is a harder path, and I have to have this difficult conversation, and I have to speak a certain way. That's probably the Lord. Self-denial is a pathway to surrender, and Jesus modeled it. So if we follow him, we're going to pick up our cross, we're going to deny ourselves, we're going to follow him on a daily basis.